Let us go.
This is Brachiosaurus, and I got Spider Avenger Miller here again, and we're going to be talking about the Nerf leaks, or basically all of the target listings that you kind of can't see them, but if you check certain sites and certain ways, you can find listings. And there's been some listings which are pretty interesting, which have already been talked about. But I thought we go ahead and do a little bit more speculation instead of just saying oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Let's actually look and dissect what these names could mean on the blasters and the prices.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, we already got I Love Nerf here. Awesome. And 2 people on stream already, so sweet. So I guess we'll go over these and then finally we'll go over the Pro Blasters. But first one, we already have a picture for the Dart Zone Covert Ops Bulldog, which is basically just an enforcer, but reshelled in a red skin.
Exactly. And I've noticed how Dart Zone's been doing that recently. When you look at it, do you know the I can't remember. Ooh, 6 already. We're popping off, bro.
Nice.
What is it called? It's the Superdrone Magnum. They've reskinned that thing twice.
Yes.
They reskinned it in red and green.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wonder what the theme behind it is. Are they just wanting to bring back some older blasters but reskin them?
Probably. I think what they're doing, and I actually think this is a good thing, is they are trying to Andy Griff said, X-Shot, Caliber, and Ranger delivery dates keep moving out on Entertainment Earth. Interesting. I saw those. We'll be talking about those. But, so here's the thing that really interests me, is that, wait, what were we talking about a second ago?
We were talking about
the Dart Zone. I figured out why they're reskinning things. And I even think Dart Zone said it themselves. 17 people. What the heck? All my live streams have been doing so well lately. It's crazy.
You're just that awesome, Bricko.
Yeah.
Then you got poor old me over here who gets 2 people in his live streams.
Yeah. It's the thing is, and here's what's interesting. So I even think Dart Zone said this themselves. They want to start putting out more and more blasters. And they want to put more, they want to focus on quality releases too. They want to do new stuff and innovate, and they're always trying to figure out ways. I even heard one of the execs had a conversation with a Drac, and they said they're trying to figure out how to do a lever action Pro Blaster and do it good. But stuff like that. 23 people. Oh my goodness.
It's funny because I actually did have a discussion with them as well, because when I was up at the Blaster Bash, I started asking them what new blasters could we expect. And I remember asking him, has anyone ever asked for a lever action rifle? They narrowed it down to this. They have a list of what's what people want to have made on the shelves. Lever action is up there.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that they're wanting to do this, even if they're releasing old blasters, but still making them good. That's better than what Nerf is doing at this point, because what Nerf is doing, they're just pumping out reskin after reskin of Alpha Strike and just slapping Elite 2.0 on it.
Well, yeah. And here's the thing. Here's why I think this is why they're doing this. They're doing some of these reskins. And it's mainly because they're kind of putting out filler while they're working. They're dedicating their time to certain projects. That's what I think they're doing. Even they're re-releasing the Nexus and Aeon X. I think that's kind of filler because they want to focus, instead of focusing on a bunch of different random blasters, they want to focus on 2 or 3 really good ones. They did, the Outlaw and Omni and stuff like that in the Solo. That's what I think they're doing this year. So I'm not as mad about the Bulldog. It's, it's $30, 46, 47 in the stream. Good grief. What is this?
Dude. But yeah, no,
what
I'm
is
not
this
even mad about that
what
at
is
all.
this
Because
doing?
it's when you look at what Dart Zone is doing, they're releasing great blasters. When Nerf, on the other hand, they're just releasing it's something that Wacom said that I can admit is starting to frustrate me. They're just sticking with the series like the Fortnite and the gaming stuff. That's not what Nerf was made for. Nerf was made to just have fun. But if they're going to keep releasing these garbage releases of different game blasters, it's where was your innovation in Rival? Zombie Strike? Mega. I miss Mega so much.
And that brings us into a big point. Actually, a great segue. Moving on from Dart Zone to what we have noticed something is not a single solitary mention, not in all these leaks, not a single mention of Elite 2.0, no Ultra, no Hyper, no Dino Squad, which I'm kind of upset about, but it's fine. No elite, no crossovers, no Fortnite blasters, no Roblox, no Minecraft, nothing in any of these leaks. We haven't got a
Except for
single
one
link for a
thing.
new one this year.
Except for one thing, the end series.
The end series. And here is where it gets interesting because there are so many things to talk about. Oh gosh, there's so much. So I think we'll go with we'll do the save the pro stuff for the end because that's more. Before we go on, one more Dart Zone thing. Already the Aeon X and stuff, but what some things people have forgotten about is the Max Striker 2.0. Now we kind of have an idea what this will be. We know what the Nexus X is like the 2.0 of that. So this is probably going to be an improved version, maybe with chicken finger. Who commented chicken finger?
It's because I'm
that's what you get when you get 60 people in the chat. You start getting those kind of things.
Speaking of which, not sponsored by Freddy's.
Oh yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, it's like Ultra, Mega, XL, Dino Squad, and Hyper seem to be dead, which kind of like Mega XL and Dino Squad. I kind of wish would say. First off, Dino Squad has actually brought a lot of people into the hobby, especially the younger audience.
And Mega XL is so much fun. Like, it's made to actually have fun with. Like, of course, it's not made to go onto a competitive battlefield, but still, Mega XL is fun. And I miss it. Hyper, Ultra, Elite 2.0, besides a few of those blasters, that can pretty much get kicked out the window.
Karen, please don't say a slur on my stream. What the heck?
Yeah, we don't need that on the live
stream. I have a gel. I'm not going to show this gel blaster because YouTube will freak out. But I have a gel blaster and I'll use it. But like this Max Striker 2.0 looks interesting. Like, are we going to get stock attachment point? Are we? Oh wait, someone says they should use 50 cal foam balls for Hyper.
Yes,
exactly. We were talking about that last night.
If you guys don't know, Bricko and I are actually pretty close friends, so we often FaceTime from time to time.
Yeah, and it's like, but like, so this Max Striker reskin, I'm not expecting anything insane, but I'm interested to see like how they improve on the Max Strikers. I felt like the Max Striker was already was an improvement of they added stuff to the Nexus Pro. Is this like what are they changing here? That's going to differentiate from the Nexus X.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But, yeah, you know what? I have them right now in my closet. Why don't we compare them?
And one thing I hope they do.
Oh, there goes my stock.
Yeah. Here's something what I'm excited about is that if it's going to be another in the Max line, it would be cool to see a Max Striker with this color scheme, more white in it.
Exactly, because we've compared these many different times, and it's like, of course, these both are essentially the same blaster, but I can agree, Max Striker was a really big improvement. One, the Prime is a lot more smoother and much more friendly. The stock has a lot of people fixed about it, but it's overall a great stock. The grip, I personally love a lot better.
I'm interested to see if they'll do Nerf in strike stock, which I think that would be pretty cool. But I know a lot of people prefer a buffer tube. I like it when it's compatible with Nerf. Like that's actually really nice.
I've been meaning to
but
ask you
as far as Dart Zone, like we can't speculate a lot on the Max Striker since we kind of know what it's going to be. Just like But now let's get into the good stuff because oh my goodness. So, first off, we have the Nerf N Series Shadow Storm, and this thing is $30. Now, it's hard to say what it is. $30 is a very weird price range, but here is my speculation. I'm remembering, I know like a lot of other Storm blasters and Shadow, the name Shadow and Storm, like that's, to me, I don't know why that feels like it's a flywheel blaster. I get flywheel blaster vibes from that. Like maybe a Stripe reskin or something.
The Storm Charge. We've got the Evader, the Ghost Ops Evader.
Yeah, wait, the Shadow was the other one. Yeah, it's because it's really hard to tell with that name. It could be literally anything. You know, so they could call this the Shadow Storm. You know, it's like
And
But
especially for a $30 price tag, like I'd be expecting it be some kind of like flywheel blaster because
yeah.
like it, especially we don't have much information on this one, so I feel
Mhm.
like that'd be the best assumption for right now.
Yeah. Or what I think would be good, and this is I would be okay with a new type of retaliator. It's been a while since we've gotten a good one, and like it's weird because the Delta Trooper and the Echo, both of those were slam fire, but both of those had issues, a lot of issues. Even the Delta Trooper had issues. We need a slam fire retaliator blaster that works.
What was
That's kind of something I hope.
what was your issue with the Delta Trooper?
Not like a. It's not an issue per se. It's like every single one I've gotten my hands on has broken.
Oh, Hasbro, you cheap fools!
Yeah, and I've heard other people complain about that problem too. The Delta Trooper has problems. Also, it's not as moddable as the Retaliator, from what I understand,
Really?
or a modulus. I hope. Speaking of modulus, that actually is like another perfect segue. We have this, the Nerf N Series Gear Up Pack, $24. Now, this could either be two things. It could be really good or terrible. Gear Up Pack is scarily close enough to like a what you were saying, slap a Alpha Strike, slap Elite 2.0 on it, and throw a bunch of
Yeah.
jolts and a two-shot blaster. It sounds like that. Or it's something good, which could be an attachment pack.
And here's the only problem that I see with that. If we recall, the Elite 2.0 Shadow, a reskin for $20. Unfortunately, I we both know that blaster is not really great. It's only worth it for the
Nah,
attachments.
exactly.
And if they release an
It's that
attachment
what this
pack,
is.
it'd be great.
That's my hope for it. And I think I didn't think Walker mentioned this. It's in the N series, which is interesting. Like, are they actually going back to the old Nerf roots? It seems like they are. I could be totally wrong. It's like there's all signs like they got. It seems like they no more stinking Minecraft or Fortnite or Roblox stuff. So it has to be
God.
something like it could be they're listening to fans. I mean, they listen to they even got Nerf experts like Out of Darts in to help design the Strike X.
And that
That's a big win.
he definitely designed it well. Even though it's a little flop-sided,
Mhm.
he's still like the fact that he had most of the saying in this with what kind of mags it can take, the right amount of flywheels to put in here, the right battery. Like Out of Darts, if you ever watch this, great job on this blaster, dude.
Uh, I Love Nerf said the original Modulus one is way better. It's better plastic quality, performance. I guess a little better. I still did not like it because mine jams so much, but could just be me. Like, here's the thing. I hope this is an attachment pack. If Nerf is actually listening, then they'll know we've been wanting attachments and attachment pack. And this is a brand new series, so it could either be two things. It could either be now. I wouldn't be opposed to a pack with a bunch of blasters if those blasters are good quality and good. Like, hey, heck, if you get a good Jolt reskin that has good plastic quality, sure, that's fine. Maybe instead of doing a stinking two-shot blaster, give us a revolver like a strong arm reskin or something. That would
And
be
not,
more acceptable of a pack.
and not only just good plastic, like also just something that's good ergonomic. Because like to
Yes.
me, we haven't really had a great ergonomic blaster from Nerf. I guess when you say like when it comes to a good price tag, because it's like the Echo is great. However, the grip's a little bad, the stock was short, and the priming handle was too small. The turbine was a great ergonomic blaster. The what's that blaster called? The oh my gosh, the Spectre reskin.
Oh yeah. Oh, Commander.
Commander. The Commander, while yes, it's a great improvement over the Spectre, it's not really that well for ergonomics. You can't holster it,
Yeah.
and it's pretty uncomfortable to spin. And I will say this: I'm all about the tech cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about
Oh
the
yeah.
tech cool. However, there's some form of tactics that just Coop's gonna hate me for saying this, but that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's
he
like
just bursts through my door and starts lighting me up.
yeah.
This might be out of pocket, but if the gear up.
Oh, I was actually gonna say that too. Gear Up, like there's I had the thought too, like, is this another kind of bringing back the Gear Up series, which I doubt it, but it would be cool. It would be cool. It would be really cool.
Yeah, because
I would love to see that color scheme for N series. Oh my gosh, that's like one of the best color schemes for Nerf, in my opinion.
that's why I was happy about the Strife X when I saw it because like its color
Exactly.
scheme, like it's a mixture of Aki Strike, but also Gear Up. Even though
Mhm.
they of course can't paint the other side.
The pain. And yeah, another Nerf N series blaster that this one, we kind of know what this is going to be, and it's only $5. It's the Nerf N series Ward blaster. This can only be one thing, and it's probably just another Jolt, or God forbid, a 4-shot Smart AR blaster.
I think at this point Nerf should just stop with those kind of blasters because we had a great one in the Quadrot. We don't need another one.
Yeah, we got plenty of those. We don't need any more. We're good. We're good.
Thanks, Alpha Strike.
You can dual wield commanders with the priming lab. I know that. That's kind of cool. A commander was the least insulting Elite 2.0 blaster for me, besides the turbine from the original wave.
I mean, heck, it shot 76 feet per second. I'm not gonna hate that.
Yeah. Only problem is it can't be taken apart, which that's But this Nerf N series Ward blaster, I mean, the best case scenario I think is that it's like a 2-shot Jolt or something like that, kind of like that Scavenger Jolt. I don't know what else it would be. $5. We can't expect anything too insane. Probably just a Jolt, but hopefully
if it was
a good Jolt.
Imagine if it was a pistol. Imagine if it was a pistol.
If it was, I'd be kind of scared because that would mean it would be really cheap. Like,
yeah,
I don't know where it is.
No. I do not want to look at that thing.
But a 1911 style pistol. I mean, like it would be cool, but not. We'll get into that later, though, in the Nerf Pro section, because I know you said something. Spider. See, there's the Ward. What next? Next one we got, and this is interesting. What is this week? I missed it. Oh yeah, the Pinpoint Blaster, $20. Now this gives us possibly a hint. This is the most telling kind of name. Pinpoint makes me think it's something snipery, maybe.
Oh, I miss Nerf snipers, dude.
It's either that or it's that weird revolver thing that got leaked, which I don't think that is because there was another N-series blaster that got leaked. It was $15. I think that whatever that one was, that's probably what the pistol is. If the pistol isn't even Nerf, because someone said it was part of some kind of game show thing, but who knows?
Yeah,
that may not even be N-series.
And when you think about it, the pistol, I don't think it would be called the Pinpoint because, the Pinpoint
it doesn't look like a pinpoint
pistol. A pro deploy, Brico. They just called out your dream.
Yes, my dream. Oh my gosh, give us a Deploy X.
Bring back the Centurion. Ooh, imagine the Centurion, but a pro version.
Wait, there's not that many pro Mega Blasters.
There's no pro Mega Blasters. There's literally only 2 to my knowledge. That is the that one 3D printed sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3D printed.
And then there's the of course, and then there's the Moose that shoots half-length mega darts.
Oh yeah, interesting little thing. That would be cool to see. But the Pinpoint for $20, I don't know what I'm expecting with that.
I would love it if it was a sniper rifle personally, because it's been a while since we've had a good actual good feeling sniper. I think the last one that we had was the I would say the ASR from Fortnite. That was one of the last good ones. And then the heavy SR.
For $20, let's see, the hunting rifle that was close to 30. Imagine something if it's a magazine fed one, something like that, around that size. If it's a sniper,
I would love to have an actual full on bolt action feel. I'm of course okay with the charging handle, but I prefer just regular bolt action, to be honest. It's been a long time since we've had that.
Another concern, which this may not be terrible if it's good enough quality, I guess. I'm worried we could see like an Eagle Point kind of blaster,
Hmm.
which it depends on the shell, and you have to get more rounds and aim. I would really like to see an internal mag sniper, if that makes sense.
Oh no, it does make sense. I don't know because when you think, actually, here's the better joke. It would actually be a sniper. Imagine if they actually make it a 6 round magazine. It would
Yeah,
truly be a sniper. I could see it. It's just, it's kind of like what the Jupiter was a little bit with its
yeah.
variant. Like, imagine that, but it had the profile of, what if they actually? No, that wouldn't work. That would be insulting to the bear at 50 cal.
Yeah, and it's only $20, which is like I'm my the most likely thing is probably going to be something similar to Eagle Point. But if all I want is it to be good, maybe a bolt action rotates. Nah, that'd be kind of weird. I don't know. That's my Easter biter said he has to go. Okay,
All
thanks for
right, see you,
staying.
bro.
Uh, and like it could be anything, like, but the pinpoint makes me think. I know for sure it's going to have a scope. Like, there's no way it's not going to have a scope with that name. Um, Next, before we get to the pro, there's two things, and really weird. Okay, one of them is the X-Shot Horror Fire Doomsday Blaster, and it has 16 darts and $15. That's like the most confusing title ever. My best guess: Lock Blaster or Berserko reskin, or maybe like I think you said last time. What was the other one they had with the drum?
The Last Stand.
Yeah. Usually they do double the darts, so I'm assuming with 16 darts, I'm assuming it's going to be
But wait,
the Lock Blaster of Berserko.
what's that Berserker reskin again? Because do we have an official name for that blaster? Because I know we have a picture.
Of what?
The Berserker reskin, the red version.
But there is a Berserko reskin?
Yeah, I think it's coming out this year, but they have a picture for it and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Chad, you remember, don't you? Please help me out so I don't look like an idiot in front of this pro.
Well, I actually didn't know that. That could be what this is then. That makes a lot of sense. If it's red, then Horror Fire Doomsday. What a name.
Yeah, because the Double Punch
Yeah.
Pro Nerfer showed me a picture of it, and it's pretty much the exact same blaster as the Berserker, but it's a more better ergonomics shell. It has a bigger stock, it has a more comfortable feel, and it's like, I believe so, yes. Thank you, Death Squad.
Okay, well, I need to see that. I need to get Double Punch to send me a picture. Another one. This could be anything. Interesting though. The X-Shot Blaster Corn Heartbreaker with 16 darts, and it is $8. So I don't know what that is.
Imagine if it was a pistol, because the one thing that I've seen is like, do you remember that one pistol X Shot had?
Yeah, it was it like an 8-shot one.
Yeah, it came out with the Skins series, but they never released it in any stores.
Yeah, I kind of do.
I keep forgetting to order that. I have it on my Amazon card.
Yeah. But 16 darts and it's gonna be $7.99. That seems like a good deal, whatever it is.
Exactly. Like, even if it's another pistol, like, I'd be happy with it. But you know what I want to see out of X Shot? I want to see a proper, like, original pistol, like kind of like what we had with the Strong Arm and the Blitzfire
Mm-hmm.
pistols. I want to see something like that instead of a T Prime.
Yeah. T Prime's good, but it's it's harder to kind of spam it.
Huh?
Caliber and Range are both red. I need to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, no,
I missed out on something here.
yeah, no, they released it a while ago, but it's a newer picture. We haven't had any breech loading shotguns for a while. Halfway other than Bullseye
That
and
would be
490.
cool. X-Shot could do that.
Personally, I don't think I want a breech loader. Like, if I want a shotgun, I want something that's like a nearly a tube fed blaster.
Yeah,
Just
or
because it's like,
shells.
exactly. Or we could try a better version of the monolith from Air Warriors.
Someone
However,
needs to do it.
that system is very difficult. Will Nerf release the 8-shot reflex?
Yeah, I saw that. So yeah, the action experience, it was like an event thing. That's the Elite Blaster. I don't know if that's in series or not. It's hard to tell. But yeah,
There's
that this is a weird one. It's hard to tell with the X shot stuff because it could literally be anything. They are so famous for reskins. It's like you can't tell
I mean, they literally have a skin series, so
exactly, which is good. I don't mind that. They already kind of
it,
Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this whole thing because we actually have information on these. Oh yeah,
pros.
this is Nerf Pro, and there is not two blasters coming out. There is three Nerf Pro blasters, and here's how I know. One of the leaked listings, even before the first two were like kind of, it is labeled as Nerf in Series Pro Blaster 3.
Hmm.
So it's a third one. Now, some people say this could be in it with inclusion of the Strife X, like it could be the third one, Strife X the first, then second, third. But so let's look at what we have. So we in a little while later we got like two leaks. One of them was
Yeah.
like descriptions. One of them was a pro sidearm. That's what it was labeled as, $30. Could be anything. Didn't you say you heard somewhere that it might have been a mag and grit pistol or something like that?
I did hear that. Like, if anyone knows what the Geon is, if you don't, it's
Oh yeah,
okay because Game Face immediately took that blaster away. But it was pretty much there's a Chinese blaster on Amazon that is mag fed and half dark compatible, but it was such a bad design because it was pretty much a injection molded version of the Gecko. And what that blaster did was it pretty much it tried to feed like an actual pistol, but it would jam up a lot. And Game Face's parent company bought the rights to that Chinese clone and pretty much slapped their logo onto it. They kind of realized their mistake and took the blaster back. And I
yeah,
believe Wallcom is one of the only places to where you can see the review of it. Just be aware, it does look cool, but it's crap when it comes to like
yeah.
consistency.
And thankfully, I don't know if I can say this, but I've heard from someone that apparently Game Face is looking to actually make a good Nerf pistol that's like that.
Oh, thank God.
I can't. I don't want to say who or like where I got. I just heard that from somewhere. But it's like so we have that confirmed at least. But will Nerf do that? It'll either be a revolver or hopefully not. Internal Mag Pro has never really been done before, from to my knowledge, except for well, no, because you do have the MK2. It might be like the MK2. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not a revolver because I'm tired of pro revolvers. To be frank, I want a mag-fed revolver in shells, whether it's internal mag or a regular mag.
I think I know a way that they could do it. So you know those 3D printed pistols that feed with Talon mags,
Yeah.
but it just feeds to the grip? What
Hmm.
if it's something like that?
That would be good. And 30 is more than worth it, and it would
Like,
make sense.
yeah, like I feel like it would make sense because if they're not going to do an actual pistol, I feel like this mag design is here to stay. Like I feel like this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And
And it would be really cool if, because those mags are cheap. Despite this Stripe X, you can get two of those things for like $10 or whatever. Dude, if
yeah,
they
and
make a
then
pistol, I'm buying so many mags for that thing. It's going to be insane.
you can actually go on Amazon right now. They actually have like these for sale.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I
That's
will
if they
warn
do
you
that, that'll
though,
be great.
these don't seem to work in every blaster. So let me give you an example. This can also be for other people. Let's just use the Nexus Pro Crunchy Prime. So it's in there, but it's kind of locked in there for right now. But
Yeah.
then, God, I love that air seal. But then,
Yeah.
like,
It's pretty weird.
you don't need the magazine release to sort of take it out. And I'm pretty sure we remember Phase Foam. He prefers Talon mags because they're some of the best on the market, which I can agree with them.
Hmm.
Ooh, love that air seal.
Yes. So I'm assuming if they do a mag fed pistol and it's like the same kind of style mag, it'll be compatible with the Nerf mags, Strife X mag. Here's the thing: the next blaster we got, and this is where it confuses the whole other listing of the third blaster, and that is a flywheel blaster for $60, and it's a pro. Now, this is interesting because we know that it kind of conflicts because the Nerf Pro Blaster 3, it says 3 is also $60. So I'm assuming, what if this is counting the Stripe X in there as well? Like this is the third, it's the third one. So we're not getting 3 new ones, we're just getting 2. I'm not sure. It's kind of confusing. If there is a third Pro Blaster and it's $60, I'm really hoping it's like a Retaliator, but there's no real way to tell because it's hard to confuse. But this Flywheel Blaster is interesting because will it have a battery or not? That's the big question. And will be mag fed, which I'm assuming it will be.
Yeah, and I feel like Nerf's gonna stick with the lipo battery. I really hope they do because
Oh yeah.
if they can make this smaller, I'd be happy because it's my main gripe with the blaster is of how much it sticks out. And I know that's for just like extra lipo compatibility, but it's just like over time it just gets annoying. Like the blaster, in my opinion, is very well balanced without it. It's very easy, even with the
Mhm.
extended flywheel cage. Then you add this big old thing, and it's like,
Yeah. I
but
hope they do something different.
I've heard a rumor about the new Pro Blaster. I've heard it's a possibility it might be so. Everyone has their own opinion on whether or not like this is cool or not. Like the fact that they
Mhm.
took the exact same shell as the Strife and turned it into
Yeah.
a Pro Blaster, even though no in-strike barrel attachment and rival rails. Thanks Hasbro. But I feel like the next Pro Blaster is gonna be, especially if it's $60. Tell me what your opinion is on this, but there's a possibility it might be a Rapid Strike.
Here's the problem. It's $60. And like if it's a rapid strike, that means it probably won't have a battery for $60. That's what I'm thinking. I would be
True.
I would be so surprised. I would be like genuinely shocked. That would be the best thing ever. But I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, but the problem is like for $60, we got to keep forgetting that's a better price than $120.
Hmm. And
I'm pretty sure
that's
you and me both
also
would remember this. Like,
uh
oh, I still hate that price.
I was thinking it was gonna be 70. 70 would have been like the perfect price for that thing. But
Yes,
so here's the thing. We know what this is gonna be flywheel. And just said my thought. What if it is a pro barricade? Now this is kind of a weird thing. A flywheel cylinder fed blaster could be really good, and a pro version could be pretty good. And Nerf is no stranger to that. Even with like the Ultra 2, just came out a few years ago. It could easily be incorporated.
and especially
That
since they
design,
mastered this system very easily. Like every single time
yeah,
you rotate, it's perfect. Even when like you're just doing it slow or fast, it always rotates to the other barrel.
yeah, and yeah, Andy Griffith, he just said full auto mags and lipo would probably not be in a $60 package. I would be genuinely shocked. Dark Zone hasn't even done that yet.
Because their main one was like, isn't the Omnia Pro like $80, something like that?
Yeah.
Oh man, like I still remember using that blaster. Like it's always constantly compared to this one. And
Hmm.
again, even though I love the Strifex, I'd still would probably go with the Omnia Pro, even though it doesn't have a very
Yeah.
smooth semi-automatic trigger. Because one thing I could definitely say that this has is very good. It
Hmm.
has a great trigger.
Well, it has a gear pusher, which really like a gear pusher system, which really helps it.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of hard to tell what this will be, because it's such an odd price and such an odd thing. Flywheel blaster, mag fed. I really just hope it has a lipo. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't even have to have the Strife X one. Do something like you did with the Gelfi or Mythic. That kind of lipo would be fine as well, or something with the Prometheus, or Nemesis, that would be fine as well. And I wouldn't be surprised because the Mythic was like not too expensive anymore, and they're
Yeah,
making them still. So we could see a battery like that at $60 and have it mag fed.
exactly. Because like for me, I prefer rechargeable batteries from Nerf instead of like actually going out and buying them because that's what made like Rival really good with the Nemesis,
Hmm.
Chaos, Prometheus, Perseus. Like they all had rechargeable batteries, so you didn't have to go waste money on more and more batteries. You could just charge them up. And like that was the
Yeah,
whole thing with lipos is like that's why these things are so good because you don't have to go buy a new one. You can just always charge them up.
exactly. And it's interesting. Like it's hard to really. Nemesis is not 200. Prometheus, that's 200, but Nemesis, my camera's shaking a ton.
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of the it's kind of hard to tell. But here is where it gets really weird. This whole thing is really odd, and that is these two new Pro Blasters, potentially three, we don't know. Uh, these Pro Blasters are under the N series. It's listed as N series Pro Blaster. Now, this brings up so many questions. First big question: are those the only is the whole N series a Pro series? I
And the
doubt it.
second question is, what is the N series?
What is the N series? Is it a
Because like
callback
we've
to N
had
Strike?
N
Are we getting N
Strike,
Strike color blasters?
N Strike Elite, N Strike Elite 2.0. Like we've had N Strike so much, but the N series, what does that mean?
I
Like
don't know.
it's one thing that I'm really curious about is this Nerf finally coming back to the old Elite style?
Oh
Because
my
if that is, that'd be perfect because there's so many old series that are missed because like for me, Rival is my favorite series, but this comes second. Like
god.
this was so much fun. Like this is the blaster that got me into Nerf and
Yeah.
so many others, but this was the one that got me into Nerf. And this is old Nerf. Like this blaster is I
Oh
think
yeah.
over a decade old now
Oh yeah. No,
and
it's not. Shut up. Get out of here. I was kidding. I'm not
it's
that old.
still hey, I just had a birthday, so you shut it. But still, it's like that is like over 10 years old and it is still to this day one of the best blasters that you can get and still
Yeah.
one of the most known blasters.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
why do you think people lost it when the Strife X came out? Because it's a Strife. We haven't
Yeah.
had a Strife since the Battle Camo edition.
And like, here's what my hope is. This is like the ultimate dream. If this series goes back to quality, has good blasters, it doesn't have to be anything totally new. Just good reshells that are actually like an improvement over the original, and give us the color scheme of N Strike, and I will be happy. Nerf will be one back. I mean, they seem to be doing something. We haven't seen a single pro. We haven't seen a single. Not we have seen pro. I mean, we haven't seen a single Fortnite, Roblox. There's one Minecraft blaster that acts, but that's like at the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, and then especially like we have like the zombie series, and then a
That's
series
coming
that
back
I've
too,
been a
which
little
that's a whole
interested
other
by. We see the
discussion.
skin blasters. Like we see so
Yes,
many of these
we need
original
more of
designs brought
those.
back. And like, here's the thing, YouTube audience. The one thing that I'm happy Nerf is doing, there's paint on both sides. And
Yes.
you see this? You see this? This is paint. This isn't embedded into the plastic.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing that. Which is, I hope they'll do more of those.
Yeah, because I know the
Oh,
Sweet
oh, this
Revenge.
is perfect. Read what Andy Griffith just said. What if N series is N Strike as what the zombie series is the zombie strike? That is a really good point.
Yes!
The names are perfect too.
Because the zombie series is just called Zombies, but yet they have similar blasters to the original Zombie Strike series. So imagine, what if that pistol that we saw, what if that's one of the beginnings to reimagine pretty much what started the classic series? Because think about it, the Hammer Shot started the Zombie Strike series, and now the Driller is what starts the Zombie series.
Yeah.
Now, when we think about it, this blaster is a reshell of pretty much the Strong Arm, the Disruptor, and the Maverick. what if this is the blaster that they use to start their new series?
It makes sense. And also, if you look at the listing for the zombie series, it's literally called Zombie Series, and this is called In Series. And original name of Zombie Strike was Zombie Strike, and then you have In Strike, and now Zombie Series. Now it's like that's actually a good point. And speaking of Zombie Series, I think there was also a listing. I can't find it, but it's another Zombie Series blaster coming out at some point.
Ooh. You know what?
So it's not that and that line too. Sorry. Like that line has the prints on the side, just like that new stuff. So I like that part a lot. It's like the same kind of.
Because like the thing that I loved about the Driller is something I raved about in my review, which you can go check out on my channel. It's literally it has paint on both sides, but what I love about it is it's painted onto the blaster, but it's not painted to where it's like it's completely like how this freaking thing is. Like this side is cool, but then this side it's just split. With the Driller, what I love about it is it has the warning logo painted into the blaster, but made it look really cool. Like
that gives me vibes of the old In Strike where they would have the instructions on the side of the blaster.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing ever.
I hear a baby crying. Talk to you soon. Thank you, Andy Griff.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Andy Griff, if you ever check out my channel, make sure you do. I could use the support.
Yeah, go check out his channel. It's like, so that's my main theory for the series. Like all of these, different things coming out. And there's more too. I forgot. There's like a couple other in-series blasters coming out as well. They have like different price ranges. One is $50 and the other is like $15, I think.
Yeah. And overall, like, I'm really excited to see what they have because this year has definitely been a very fascinating one, especially for our hobby. Because one thing that we can bring up, even though now I actually saw it a little bit in the chat earlier, but Rival, the fact that Rival blasters are finally coming back.
Yeah.
And especially, I can at least tease you guys on this a little bit. Stay tuned for our review of a Challenger.
Yes, it's kind of a race we're having right now.
So, anyone who's confused, like, we have this little group chat with Double Punch Pro Nerfer and Daniel, what's his last name?
I can't pronounce it right.
But we gotta have like a 4 little group race for that blaster. Daniel got his first, and then I'm getting mine either tomorrow or Thursday. And ironic enough, it was literally right after Wacom's video. I look at Target.com and they have one.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you got it as well.
Yeah, I need to go. I just need to get it. Yeah. But like, so that's the whole thing. Rival's back. I don't know how much they're gonna do. Can we Rival? Can we get like another kind of hopper blaster? What I really want from Rival is I can't find an example. This is a terrible example, but it's like a pistol with a hopper on it, kind of like the Mythic, but it's full auto. And like a full auto pistol, 30 rounds maybe, pistol size.
You know battery, what I would love personally?
Would love that.
So, like, the Fate, that one single shot blaster, right? The Fate.
Yeah.
Chad, you can kind of hash this out if you want, but this is an idea I have for one. Imagine if they did a blaster that has the shell of the Fate, but it could be one of two things. It could either be a flywheel pistol or a prime pistol, but here's how it works. It takes Rival mags. So you just stick it in, and then you could rev it and shoot it, or if it's not big enough, you could just... But then, of course, you have those sick reloads.
Essentially this.
Yeah, because, like, that is the most realistic shell of a blaster that I've ever seen from Nerf. Because, like, really, the grip on that thing looks like an actual, like, Desert Eagle grip.
Look at that. That thing's just the perfect grip.
Well, also, not only that, pretend like you're going for a reload on a pistol.
Like,
do you feel it?
Yeah.
It feels like there should be a button there.
It feels like, I should be flicking something right here, like...
Exactly. So, Chad...
It's like almost the perfect size. You can almost keep that whole grip You don't have to make it a little bit bigger fit the mag.
Exactly. But it's like, Chad, you can kind of hash that out, but that's kind of my idea of what I think would be a really cool sidearm for Rival.
Like
May
that silhouette's
even,
perfect.
it may even rival the Chronos. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Nothing
yeah.
can rival that beauty.
If it was flywheel, I mean,
Yeah. And my problem is my Chronos, unfortunately, its spring has been worn down, so I have to buy a new one.
oh man. Well, there's a bunch of there. Oh, you're in luck. Amazon right now, they have one of those special edition ones. It's like $7 right now on sale.
Well, my friend, I'm getting Team Blue.
Well, it's like the special edition color, though.
I
I'm
saw
just
that.
saying.
Like, don't they have like that green and brown one somewhat?
That's what I'm talking about. That's $7 right now. It almost looks Zombie Strike.
I feel like if we compare like each one to our group, I'd get the blue. I feel like Double's definitely getting red. You would probably fit the I would say that weird blue one that has like the different designs
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
that fits
And
my color.
then
Yeah,
and then Daniel gets the green.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what. I'm also Team Red too. It's I'm
Team
interested to
Blue all
see.
the way.
Or let's not start a war here.
Ow.
Let's save that for a little bit later. Don't. That's nothing's gonna come from that.
No, nothing.
Maybe.
We swear. We just hash it out in our little chat all the time.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm probably going to start wrapping up the stream because a little bit later. But yeah, those are our thoughts and predictions and hopes for the series, and I think it can be summed up like this: this is either going to be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever.
As 2020 was one of the worst years Nerf ever had, 2024 might actually finally be the greatest year Nerf has had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Nicholas, for tuning in, my man.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out Spider Avenger's channel, Spider Avenger Miller. You should be able to find his channel pretty easily.
And again, go check out my channel. Do a bunch of Nerf reviews, and we got a lot of exciting videos coming up on the channel. So please stay tuned for that.
And I was gonna say check out my channel, but we're already here. So
anyway, guys, to say that's my job for when we do a live stream.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great night. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Much prayers. God bless.
God bless. Yes.